You can only eat the cuisine of one nation for the rest of your do you choose? Okay. So back when I was living in Santa Monica before moving to Australia, I used to lunch at this Chinese place on the promenade that had a sushi bar in the back pretty much every day. I would then often come back during the weekends and sometimes go there for dinner. I almost dumped the girl who would eventually become my wife because she didn't like sushi. When I go to Japan and I eat sushi, I just generally go and say because it's all good. So basically I'm saying Japan, but really what I'm saying is that I can eat sushi for every meal, every day, and never want anything else. Polish. It is what I know, it is what I like. Other cuisines are amazing, but they are something of a guilty pleasure. Great from time to time. But I would get bored sooner or later. If I were to choose something that is not from my own country, then it would be either Czech or Ukrainian, because it is very similar. I'd go with Vietnamese. Lots of herbs and not too rich heavy. I can live off of pho, grilled lemongrass pork with broken rice, and fresh spring rolls just to name a few. So many more delicious items. Guess I know what I'm getting for dinner tonight. Thanks. Oh, Indian, because that will give me access to at least 10 absolutely different cuisines from one country. If you want to know what is the Indian cuisine, hit this link. Org Wiki Indian cuisine. Indian cuisine. You get tea, coffee, dairy-based sweet, plenty of vegan options, rice options, curries, dosas, idealis and whatnot. You get flavors of oriental food, just plethora of options, and plenty of fruits. Japan or Mexico. Both do great justice for chicken. Both have a great variety of flavors and ingredients. Both utilize rice effectively. My biggest problem I have is choosing between katsu curry and frozen margaritas. Italian. Not choosing it would mean to not have access to pizza, risotto, and pasta for the rest of your life. Unthinkable for me. Can find a way to replace all the other stuff somehow. But not those. I'm Italian, so I'll just say Italy because that's an easy question for me. But I could also choose Chinese, Japanese, Indonesian, Mexican or Indian, as I absolutely love all of these. Vietnamese, there's always such a great balance with their dishes. And I can't think of a Vietnamese dish off the top of my head that I'd consider unhealthy. Probably just the UK, because I'm fully counting our bastardized colonizer versions of our other cuisines. Indian, Chinese, Caribbean, etc. Any Mediterranean country's food. I loved it. I've been to Portugal, Italy and Greece, and the food was amazing in all these countries. Greek food for me. But Indian food is honestly incredible. I recently started to broaden my horizons, and man, that stuff is delicious. I see only one true answer, and that's the Turkish cuisine. I hope everyone has eaten the cuisine they chose in real places before. As a fat ass, this isn't an easy choice. I can juice it cop out and say American, but I won't. I think a coin flip for Italian and Mexican. What is American? It is an amalgamation of all the world has to offer. I'll go American. At the very least I get fillet of fish. Does Hawaiian count? It's not a nation per se, but it's a culmination of like Japanese Korean with a subtle hint of American. I'd quite but check German. I'm going to die of heart stroke, but at least I eat good. Fucking ducks with jam and cream. US. The US collects everyone else's cuisine. It might not be as good as the original, but it is far more varied. Thai food, not just curry, pad thai, drunken noodles, crab rice, and fancy cocktails with lots of fruit. Portuguese, the best of the Mediterranean with the best of the Atlantic with a mix of Africa and Asia. Korean, so many meals that are healthy, tasty, and don't require a billion oddball ingredients. Here everyone is picking a favorite cultural food, and my dumbass first thought was sandwiches. Mediterranean, but specifically to a country. Italy ... Can't live without coffee and tiramisu. Mexican, it's really all the same dish in different formats, but they are all delicious. Italian, gelato, affogato, Chianti, from veal masala to arancini and seafood marinara. Hard choice between Mexican and Indian. Likely more variety possible under the Indian. Why would you do this to me? I can't decide between Greek, Italian and Chinese, Lebanese, or anything from the Middle East. Making vegetables exciting again. Japan. It's something I accidentally stumbled on and fell in love with. Singapore-style dishes are the perfect mix of HK Korean spice levels. How would I say in this context that it is American Chinese food? Japan. Literally everything I ate when I was there was good. Italy, since pizza and spaghetti are two of my favorite foods. Indian, a good chickpea curry with rice and some non-yummy. I choose Mexican. The foods are so flavorful and filling. I can't believe I don't see French in the comments yet. Mediterranean or Okinawan. Both are tasty and healthy. Malaysian. 'Cause it's multi-ethnic, so more ranges of food.